SEDC reiterates commitment to fostering sustainable development. Anambra government flags off 2024-2025 Career Day for secondary schools. Nigeria begins discussions to host COP32 in 2027. North Korea stops tourist visit weeks after reopening. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. The Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report on scrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the security numbers 5111 and 080022000008. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. And now Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo says Southeast Development Commission, SADC, can achieve much if they can partner with Southeast governors. He stated this while playing host to the newly appointed members of the SADC at the Governor's Lodge, Amobia. Ejike Abanafied, this report taken from here.
During the meeting, Governor Soludo emphasized the importance of focusing on one agenda at a time, urging the Commission to prioritize its initiatives over the next 5 years, paying particular attention to the delivery mechanisms for value to the people.
Define 1, 2, 3 things that you can, with capacity, deliver. Full stop. Start with 1-point agenda. And when you've proven that 1-point agenda, we'll put in 2nd-point agenda.
The Chief Executive Officer and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the SEDC, Dr. Emeka Nwogo, commended the Governor for his significant achievements in the areas of health, education, and infrastructure, noting the impressive progress made in these sectors under his leadership.
The SEDC a reality. The Commission sympathizes a renewed commitment to integrating the Southeast fully into the national fold, ensuring that it thrives as an essential part of the Nigerian Federation.
Prior to this, the Managing Director of SEDC, Mr. Mark Okoye, reiterated the Commission's commitment to establishing the Southeast region as a leading investment hub aimed at fostering sustainable development and driving economic growth.
SEDC has outlined a set of strategic objectives, including collaborating with state governments to achieve a $200 billion economy by 2035, catalyzing transformative projects in infrastructure, energy, technology, enhancing the ease of doing business to make the region more attractive for investors.
Okay, thank you.
In a decisive move to enhance urban development and ensure public safety, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has issued a 2-week ultimatum to roadside traders operating near and around the newly constructed Ekulobia flyover. The governor, who went round the environment to make the announcement by himself, asked the traders to relocate to the alternative marketplace provided by the state government along the same road. According to the governor, who asked interested traders to approach the Aguata local government area headquarters to register free of charge, the move aims to address concerns regarding traffic congestion, safety hazards, and the overall appearance of the newly completed structure. The Ekulobia flyover, which will soon be opened to the public, was constructed to alleviate traffic bottlenecks and improve transportation efficiency in the rapidly growing area. However, the presence of informal traders along the road has raised concerns among local authorities and commuters alike, leading to calls for immediate action. The governor stated that government cannot allow the vibrant urban landscape to be marred by unregulated trading activities that pose safety risks and undermine the project's integrity. During the visit, the governor emphasized that the state government is committed to supporting local businesses, but insists that order and safety must be prioritized. State officials are already working on plans to facilitate the easy relocation of these traders to designated market nearby. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, says it has recovered rifles, live cartridges, machetes, and other dangerous weapons stashed by yet-to-be-identified persons at Obogo Market, Bridgehead, Onitsha. The agency, through its security team, discovered the dangerous weapons inside one of the containers it had seized that was filled by counterfeit and fake drugs during its ongoing nationwide clampdown on fake and counterfeit drugs in markets across the country. Chibuzo Bidike filed this report, taken from here.
Journalist, the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, said when they arrived at the market on Wednesday to continue the exercise and shift the container out of the market, when their security team advised that another search be conducted inside the container since it has stayed there overnight, during which they made the discovery. Professor Adeyeye, who was represented by Dr. Martins Iluyomade, added that their security team had also foiled 2 attempts made by some hoodlums to forcefully gain entrance into the stores where they packed seized drugs, and said that 2 suspects were also arrested in connection to the attempt.
Because this is where I normally stand when I want to breathe and when I want to conduct what's going on. We saw guns planted for whatever reason they wanted to do, and with live cartridges. But for the prompt intervention of the Igbo Eye security men who have been working tirelessly to make sure this operation goes well, they were able to detect it. And we saw other materials like dagger, machetes, and 2 people have been arrested.
According to her, the agency have shifted 50 containers filled with counterfeits and substandard drugs discovered from the markets in Abia and Anambra states to a safer place for further action. The NAFDAC boss assured that some sections of the market would be reopened this week while they begin the next aspect of the exercise.
And on to prevent Anambra students from facing frustration in life caused by a wrong choice of career, the Anambra State Government, through the Post-Primary School Service Commission and Anambra State Universal Education Board, has flagged off 2024-2025 Career Day for secondary schools. Queen Anibogo reports that the ceremony held at Capital City Secondary School, Oka, saw in attendance students, teachers, principals, and education officers.
Declaring the event officially opened, the chairman, PPSSC, Oka, Professor Nkechi Ikedugu, said the gathering was to remind themselves of the crucial role education plays in shaping the minds of the future leaders, saying it is important that Anambra students are provided with enabling environment and opportunity to develop to the fullest capacity so that they will be equipped to contribute meaningfully to the growth and development of Nigeria. In her lecture, the chairman, ASUBEB, Dr. Vera Nwadinobi, said the theme, education, a bedrock for promoting positive values for better society for the students, is apt and aligns completely with Governor Chukwuma Soludo's call for a retreat into the core values of Anambrarians as a people and by extension, Nigerian people. The principal of Capital City Secondary School, Oka, Mrs. Amaka Anekwe, pointed out that Career Day provides opportunity for students to learn how to practice whatever career they have inclination for, as well as to learn that no one profession is better than the other, and much more.
Our gathering today is to remind us of the crucial role education plays in shaping our minds of our future leaders. It is therefore important that our students are provided with enabling environment and opportunity to develop the fullest capacity.
Education as a bedrock for promoting positive values for a better society for our students is apt and aligns completely with Mr. Governor's call for a retreat into the core values of Anambrarians.
Queen Anibogo reporting for ABS News.
The elders in council in Oguibele community in Obaru local government area of Anambra State has appealed to Anambra State government to intervene in the disrespectful manner in which Sterling Exploration and Energy Production Company SAAPCO Limited is operating in their community to avoid truncating the already existing peace in the state. The elders, who came out in their numbers alongside other opinion leaders during a meeting with SIPCO at the office of the Commissioner for Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Barrister Anthony Ifanya, said that SIPCO should respect the laws of Nigeria and, most importantly, maintain smooth relationship with the host community. This was sequel to a letter titled "Deliberate Breach and Disregard of Your Secret GMOU with Our Community and Call for Action," written to SIPCO by Oguibele community and copied to Commissioner Ifanya. Speaking through its solicitor, Barrister Austin Igbabike, elders in the Council of Oguibele community noted that they came to demand for the details of all the money SIPCO alleged it paid to the community, an account number, as well as urgent election of a new president general for the community, as the tenure of the last PG elapsed 4 years ago, expressing their willingness to go into dialogue, negotiation, and seek lasting peace. Hence their visit. Oguibele community in strong terms advocated for harmonious coexistence for watertight security. Speaking, the representatives of SIPCO, Mr. Amechi Aneke, who frowned on what he described as conflicting representatives from Oguibele community, affirmed that SIPCO paid the community in 2022 and 2023 and had also transited from Global Memorandum of Understanding to Petroleum Industrial Act, PIA, while unveiling the list of their corporate social responsibility, CSR, to the community. Mr. Neke advised the Oguibele community to come together and shun factions, assuring SIPCO's determination to enthrone cordial relationship to achieve conducive working environment to enhance development. In his resolution, Barrister Ifanya, who spoke through the permanent secretary in the ministry, Mrs. Nkiru Nwankwo, promised full investigation into the matter. He implored SIPCO to furnish the ministry with details of monies paid to the community, including account numbers and list of members of host community trust fund. In case you're just joining us, you're watching ABS Television News. Away now from state stories, Nigeria has officially begun discussions on its bid to host the 32nd Conference of Parties, that's COP32, in 2027. The move came as Africa is set to host the Global Climate Summit in 2 years, following Egypt's hosting of COP27 in 2022. The discussions gained momentum with the arrival of Simon Steele, Executive Secretary of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, who is currently on a 4-day official visit to Nigeria. Steele met with Balarabe Lawal, Nigeria's Minister of Environment, in Abuja to explore ways to strengthen partnership and enhance Nigeria's participation in global climate negotiations. His visit comes ahead of COP30, which is set to take place in Belém, Brazil. The ministry added that hosting the conference would provide Nigeria with a strategic platform to highlight its climate priorities at both national and continental levels, while reinforcing its commitment to tackling climate change. On the foreign scene, North Korea has stopped tourists from visiting just weeks after the first Western tourist entered the country for the first time in 5 years. North Korea sealed itself off at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic in early 2020 and started to scale back restrictions in the middle of 2023. It opened up to Russian visitors in 2024, but it was only last month that Western tourists were allowed into the remote eastern city Razan. However, several tour companies now say that trips to the reclusive country have been cancelled until further notice. Pyongyang has not given a reason for the sudden halt. On sports news, the United States Soccer Federation, USSF, said Wednesday it will press ahead with a joint bid for the 2031 Women's World Cup after a FIFA decision boosted the CONCACAF region's chances of staging the tournament. The USSF said in a brief statement that it planned to complete the bid process to host the 2031 FIFA Women's World Cup in partnership with the CONCACAF Regional Federation and its members. The United States and Mexico had initially planned to bid for the 2027 Women's World Cup, but withdrew their candidacy last year, weeks ahead of a FIFA vote in Bangkok, saying they would instead concentrate on a successful bid for 2031. Star-studded wedding Stardust, a U.S. joint bid, would still face competition. However, with both South Africa and Morocco in the running to stage the 2031 tournament, FIFA has said the vote to determine the 2031 tournament will take place at the 76th FIFA Congress ahead of the 2026 World Cup. And with that sports news, we conclude, but just remember you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again, SEDC has reiterated commitment to fostering sustainable development. Anambra government has flagged off 2024-2025 Career Day for secondary schools. Nigeria has begun discussions to host COP32 in 2027. And on the foreign scene, North Korea has stopped tourist visits weeks after reopening. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. The Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report on scrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 0800-2200-008. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. Good morning and happy weekend.